All right, welcome back to Twin Tarot. Not Tarot by the Bay, Twin Tarot.
Oh,
with
hey,
Gary and
great.
David.
Great tarot today.
Yeah, I think the other day Gary was making fun of me. I didn't understand what he was doing. It's a knee-jerk reaction. I just went right into welcome to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David.
Exactly. And I said I'm a guest star in Tarot by the Bay today.
Yeah.
But Dave just sort of dismissed it and kept going. I thought, okay, well, the people watching the video will get it.
It shows you how much I was paying attention. Again, it's one of those reflex. Don't even notice it.
Yeah.
Anyways, now that we've wasted a half a minute on our way to an hour-long intro,
Yes.
What are we reading on this particular reading?
Well, so
the audience knows because they've read the title, but I have no idea what we're reading on yet.
Yeah, so I put the call out there for reading suggestions, and Dave and I were just going through which were the most thumbed up, upvoted ones. But there were several that were kind of circling a theme, which is basically how much longer do we have to put up with Trump?
Right.
There was a couple of spins, like, what's happening in the world around the time of Trump's downfall. How much longer before we can have an obituary party? Thanks, Aurelia.
I'm looking forward to that one, man. That's going to be a great week. Hey, can I pause you just for a second?
Sure.
What for you was just a moment, for us was a 1 minute pause. My iced coffee was out of ice.
Yes, and I had to stack my cards properly for the reading. So.
And now you just shuffled them, ruining the whole thing.
Ah, cursings!
And I was telling Gary, an iced coffee without ice is kind of like a bowl of Lucky Charms without the little marshmallowy treats. It's kind of a letdown, Was it cold? Yes, but that's not the point. There needs to be ice in there, or else it's not iced coffee, it's cold coffee, and that's not what I ordered.
I did that to my son once. He loves Lucky Charms. He loves eating the marshmallows. And I picked all the marshmallows out of his Lucky Charms, and I gave him just a bowl of the Frosted Oats. And you can see him kind of digging through there looking for the marshmallows. And I said, "Oh, shoot, Jack, you wanted Lucky Charms. I gave you Unlucky Charms." Then I gave him the bowl of marshmallows, and and the dimples, and he's all happy. Of course, he ate all the marshmallows.
Of course, good man. By the way, that's mine and Gary's sense of humor to a T. It's a dirty prank, but only for a little bit, just to lead them out. It's like, what the heck is going on? And then you let them off, as opposed to never letting them off. Because that's sadistic.
Yeah.
This is what. Because you got to get the punchline in. The whole point of the joke was to tell him that, he had a box. I'm surprised Gary didn't have the U in the end stapled onto the front of it or taped onto the side to make it Unlucky Charms.
So, like I said, there was a couple of themes on this. What's happening in the world when Trump falls? How Aurelia's like, when can we have an obituary party?
I'm still having the Unlucky Charm. Sorry, I can picture that doing to John as an adult.
It's fun. Do it to your grandkids; they'll love it.
Oh no! And the kids have to also be a certain age. You can't do that to little kids. They don't.
No. Yeah, Jack was probably about 9.
Yeah. Okay. That's reasonable. If they're teenagers, it's even funnier because they really do get the jokes at that point.
So to sort of jump into this here, what's happening in the world when Trump falls?
Is that what we're reading on? Okay.
Yeah.
I know what I'll be doing. I'm gonna pull a Groucho Marx. I'm gonna find out where his grave is and do a Charleston on it. I will purposely learn how to do the Charleston just so I can do the Charleston on his tomb. Okay,
so I've got my microphone much closer. So what's happening in the world when Trump has his fall? Oops. Okay.
Judgment's turned upside. Oh, God. Well, that'll be definitely happening in his world, right?
Yeah, exactly. Judgment. It's at that point, people will be asked to stand up for what they truly believe in.
I see it. What I see is a horn section and people dancing. I think Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm going to predict 21st day of September.
Okay.
Where you can dance the night away. Body op. Oh, Jesus, Gary.
Gosh. I think it's.
Do you remember?
Yeah, it's interesting. So it's Dave's talking, is just joking about it. People up and dancing, and of course the crosses.
Yeah, they are. There's everybody celebrate. Boy, that's gonna make
People
MAGA
celebrate.
mad, isn't it?
So it's like there's a situation. I get the feeling that what happens to Trump is when it happens, it's going to happen fast. It's going to be something that's like really abrupt, like all of a sudden, news flash, this happened, and people, it's going to be kind of that people want to celebrate, but at the same time, it's kind of like we shouldn't be celebrating, even though we really want to be celebrating. Like this isn't something that should be celebrated, but there's a desire to celebrate. But people, there's going to be a call for people to stand up for what they believe in. The challenges, they really want to celebrate it. It'd be kind of like.
I was going to jump in here. Lift your camera up for a second as you go. It's kind of like, I'm going to give you my kind of like.
Yeah, what's your kind of like?
No, do your kind of like. You're on a roll.
My kind of like would be like, it would be like if Iran was successful in retaliating against Trump. It's on one hand, it's kind of like, hey, thanks for the assist. But the other hand is like, that's not something we should be celebrating.
Right. To me, he pulls a Gerald R. Ford as he's trying to descend the steps of Air Force One.
Yeah. Okay.
About halfway down and goes or from the top down to the middle step, or from the middle down to the bottom, where it's kind of like you watch him just crashing down there, and it's kind of like oh my God, is he? Did he die? Is he okay?
Yeah.
Is he okay? He's moving. They got him in a hospital. It'd be like I want to be really happy about this, but man, that sucks.
Yeah.
You can't help the empathy part. It wouldn't be like, he's walking on the tarmac and there's a banana peel there.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be hilarious. Yeah. But no, this would be like an older person falling down the stairs.
Yeah,
that's how I envision if.
Okay. And then energy underneath is the Knight of Pentacles. It's kind of like we're sitting back, we're waiting to see, is he okay? Is everything okay here?
Hey, Garth, for about the last 10 seconds, when you lowered the screen, I don't know if my internet paused or your internet paused, but we lost what you said there.
Yeah, it was your internet because your voice started chipping out.
Oh, I was doing the robot thing. Okay, so what were you saying?
Yeah, so the energy underneath is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is kind of like you're sitting back, is like, is he okay? Is everything?
It's like a progression of a health event, huh?
Yeah. It's kind of like when he had COVID. My first reaction when he had COVID was like, yes, and then it's just like, okay, that's kind of sucks. I hope let's see what happens. Is he going to get through this? In the past, so what's happening in the world during Trump's downfall? In the past, you got the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of actions being taken against it. He's defending himself. He's basically defending against the actions. Current energy is the Emperor. Hey, I'm in charge still. I'm not dead yet. I'm feeling better. Overarching energy is the Two of Swords, but there's a choice being made. I don't know if this is the doctor's choice or the political party's choice, Trump's internal choice, but a choice needs to be made. Lesson to be learned is the Page of Cups. He acted foolishly. There was foolish actions being taken. He wasn't taking things seriously, and something got him. And the outcome is the Nine of Wands. He's just basically he's done. There's too much damage that was done, and it's going to sideline him. I mean, that's pretty. Not that I've ever seen the slip down the staircase on the banana peel card on the tarot deck. Oh, late shot Noir.
Yeah, exactly. He was just coming up to inspect things.
Your shirt has a pair of glowing green eyes. You got a black shirt.
Yeah, there's some of the Wands. If it's something, one of his medical conditions that he's fighting. This could be the congestive heart failure type thing. And it could cause him to collapse in public or, something like that. And that decision card is, what do we do with him? Do we 25th Amendment him? What are we going to do with this guy?
Yeah, yeah.
The other thing it could be, especially with that Nine of Wands, the Nine of Wands indicates there could be more coming. That could be a stroke. Yeah. And there could be other stuff that's coming down, or even the bandage around the head, that there's like a head injury that suffered, whether it's a stroke causing the injury or him collapsing and him hitting his head causes an injury. But it would be just like Trump to go in such a way that we don't get to celebrate. He always steals our celebrations. Let me see if I can get any clarity on that.
Yeah, because that wasn't. It was kind of pivoting away from what was happening in the world and more like what was happening.
Yeah. So, what was your question?
What was happening in the world?
What's happening in the world? More information. What happens to Trump? I'm kind of curious. Okay. Let's see. The Magician, something manifested. A bunch of things all came together. Maybe I'll get the what's happening in the world card here, and a nostalgia or trafficking. Okay, so whatever this is, this could be minorly hereditary, something that's passed down from adult to child. It's been something growing and manifesting. It's almost like whatever happens is on his life path, and there's a progression going on here. Temperance in the past. This is being treated for something he's been treated for, trying to reduce the symptoms. Now, again, we've got water being retained, and that would be something that would go along with congestive heart failure. And there's a heart failure card right there, current situation. I don't know if it's a heart attack, could be a heart attack, but I think it's a CHF. I think if he has CHF, it happens at that point right there. And there's your card that you got as your outcome. Overarching injury is the Nine of Wands.
Too much damage.
Yeah, it's like, it was inevitable. It was something that was inevitable that was happening. They've been treating it, but they can't treat it anymore. This is the new normal, and it's going to continue happening, type of thing. This guy should have never have run for president again. He only did to stay out of prison, and he probably could have made an argument with his congestive heart failure that he needs medical attention 24/7, and that would have gotten him out of all of his prison charges. Lesson to be learned is the Queen of Cups. They've been keeping things secret from us for a while, and it could be like, oh, they can't handle the truth. I think we're going to find out the truth of what's going on. They're going to have to reveal what happened here, and it's going to impact the government. Yeah. When his health event does happen, again, it's going to be something akin to congestive heart failure or a stroke or something that affects his heart and his mind. And again, it could be, there's nothing saying it can't be the 1-2 punch. Yeah. You have a heart event that leads to a stroke, or a stroke that leads to a heart event. It's like a foot race between those two ailments as to which one's going to get him first. And it's almost like the Alzheimer's, and if those don't happen, the Alzheimer's is always lurking right there. Yeah. Because he's been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for a while. So it's a three-way race. One of them's the distance runner that will win in the end. But then there's a couple of sprinters or 800-meter specialists racing to see if the heart of the brain's going to give out first. But in the long run, the Alzheimer's is gonna win that race.
Okay. So what do we need to look for? What's going to be our sign that it's coming? That it's imminent?
I'm looking forward to this. What's your Melania card?
Okay, 3 of Wands. That's the Melania card. Looking in the future.
I'll be in Slovenia. You go knock yourself out.
Okay, so what's going to be our indicator that it's basically it's imminent? It's going to happen. So the 3 of Wands is kind of looking to the future, waiting for your ship to come in. We're looking ahead towards something. Something's about to arrive. Mm-hmm. The challenge is the 4 of Pentacles is just like something of value is being withheld. Either information, money, selfish acts. It's we're being like promised. There's like this promise of this great thing about ready to happen, but it's not going to happen because, or it's being prevented from happening because someone's being selfish. It's the greed. The greed is going to be very apparent. The money grab, gold, 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 mine, mine, mine. Energy underneath it is the Seven of Pentacles. It's if you're looking for it, you'll see the signs. The signs are there.
Yeah.
You just gotta be observant, know what you're looking for, and just look for it. And it'll be there. There'll be one overt sign, but there'll be a bunch of stuff that you can see it's about ready to land.
I'm going to interrupt you. I think that I was just looking up when do presidents have their health checkups.
Yeah.
And apparently it's April.
Okay.
My guess is that they've known about this from whatever it's going to happen to them. They've known about it since April. They just haven't been bothering to tell us. Carry on.
Okay.
Just wanted to add that.
Carrying on. In the past, there's just a bunch of chaos, a bunch of wrangling and fighting and positioning. That's every day in the Trump game.
Yeah.
The current energy at the time of this, right when it's happening, is the sun is out. It's going to be very clear that it's like what Dave was saying. It's like they might have been hiding it, but they can't hide it anymore. It's too apparent. If you know what to look for, it'll be very apparent. Yes.
And I'm wondering if the sun is representing nothing more than it's in the summer.
Could be. That could be a long time because
until it goes to what, September 20th, September 22nd, and that September 21st plus or minus a day, depending when the equinox hits.
There are people that have been in the comments saying that September is what they've been seeing. Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Overarching energy is the death card. The end. This king is dead. Long live the king.
Could be fatal.
Yeah, something could have been fatal. I mean, yeah, I guess you could really observe.
Yeah, exactly. He has a heart attack or a stroke and falls down the stairs, breaks his neck. That could be fatal.
Yeah. So but since it's like what's happening just before the fall, right? What's the energy? What are we looking for? Something's coming to an end. It's like it could be a Supreme Court ruling saying you can't do tariffs. Sorry. I know you want to do tariffs, and it's going to impact everyone over the seas. And there's all sorts of benefits that you think are going to happen for it, but it could be something like that triggers him, that pushes him over the edge. The lesson to be learned: the Knight of Pentacles. You should have been taking better care of your health, or in this case, just sit back and observe. There's a lot of observing. I think what the cards are saying is the answer's there. We just have to stop and pay attention to it. Start looking and start being observant, and listen to what not only listen to what he's saying, but what's going on when he's saying it, I guess, or what he's doing. Look at what he's doing and what's going on around him when he's doing it. And the outcome, Queen of Pentacles, a lot of pentacles in this. So the Queen of Pentacles, it's about nurturing and being caring and observant and loving. It's what I'm getting is we'll know if we're observant and we pay attention, it'll become very apparent to us that we're at the end of the cycle. It
might also be that he has to go under full-time nursing care type of thing.
Good point. Yeah. Because maybe the mind is going crazy, right? The mind is going crazy. They can't hide it anymore. It's the end of the line. Maybe that's the 25th Amendment. And, it's people were just sitting back, letting him run the show as long as he had something of value to bring. But now it's time to move on from that.
Absolutely nothing happened with my internet during that last 10 seconds. Absolutely nothing whatsoever.
I heard some weird noise coming from that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It did it again. So my apologies to the audience that if from the 1930 mark to like the 1945 mark, if things are going, Michelle's not even home. Our internet's not being challenged by anything other than this one broadcast.
Maybe it's like, no, don't share that information.
Heavens, don't let them know that. You're giving it all away. It's going to ruin the surprise.
Basically, the recap is be observant.
Thank you.
Out there. It's out there.
How will Trump supporters, his most fervent fans, handle the situation as it comes across?
Don't blame Obama.
Yeah. It's Hillary's emails finally got him. Oh, death card. Wow, look at that. Got that one again too. And the Queen of Wands. It's an ending, and what do we do next? It'll be interesting because Trumpism has become a way of life with these folks, and you're gonna have your thoughts and prayers type thing, but now they don't know what to do because he's not telling them what to do. We got the Moon card in the past. The lunacy. It's almost the cult-like thing, them being kept in the dark. And that was got a bunch of major arcana here too. Current situation would be the Hierophant. Now it's not so much who's going to lead the government, but who's going to lead the movement, the cult that they've made their whole personality. They're looking for maybe some will come over and start working with Democrats again now that the king is dead. The spell is broken here, but just like Gary had the Page of Cups, it's like some of the lunacy gets broken. And there's a disappointment. What's happening with them? There'll be a group that break off that'll try and be the new MAGA. Donald Trump, like J.D. Vance, will be out there saying, Donald Trump was the greatest president ever, therefore you should support me because I'm the one who's going to advance MAGA. And Marjorie Taylor Greene's going to be out there saying, I was the greatest MAGA supporter ever. You should support me. I'll be the new leader of the new face of MAGA. But it's going to cause rifts in the government and probably cause Republicans and Democrats to reconcile because Trump is no longer splitting the group with that. And in some ways, MAGA is left holding the bag because they don't know what to do. The cult's been broken. It's a cult of personality, and they've made their whole personality that cult. There'll be a confusion for a while. There's a power vacuum, and somebody's going to try and fill. Multiple people will try and fill that vacuum. Yep. Steve Bannon will grab some. Steve Miller will grab some. J.D. Vance will grab some. But there's no heir apparent. Even Donald Trump was like, yeah, I suppose J.D. Vance would be the one who takes over MAGA after I'm done being the president. That's hardly the ringing endorsement of I'm 100% behind this guy type of thing. They're going to be rudderless for a while.
So, I was just going through my phone to start on the wrap up, and how I mentioned there was someone in the comments that said September 21st. They're kind of seeing they had left a comment. That would be Janice Bradford left me a comment saying that for like Libby for the last couple of months I've been hearing a whisper as I wake up that says September 21st down and October 13th gone. So, and I wrote her back saying, well, we'll check back with you around September 21st to see how you did. So, okay, Janice, we'll see if the whisper was accurate because Dave was kind of getting that same sort of vibe.
Yeah, September 22nd is the fall equinox.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We did ask when he was going to have his fall.
Exactly, and that's when fall starts.
Spirit has a sense of humor. It's like
it's at the end of summer and the beginning of fall.
Right. Oh, Spirit did a dad joke on us.
Exactly, no kidding. All right, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll find out September 21st if this was really worth watching or not. Exactly. If it was, give it a thumbs
you'll have forgotten about this one by then.
Yes, Yes, September 21st. If we're wrong, you know nothing about this.
That's right. This never happened.
If you like these videos, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell. We'll wake you up at midnight with a new reading. Leave a comment. I read them all. Respond to many.
And unlike those other Twin Charo channels that don't give shout outs and secret cards to people, we do give shout outs and secret cards to people.
Yeah, but we're going to keep our shout out secret this time.
Okay.
Yeah, let's. We definitely got to give a shout out to Janice Bradford, who very boldly predicted that there'd be an orange cat in her life. And look, there it is. Janice once again has been boldly predicting.
I give you the 3 of coins, Janice. The last she's going to watch a view. You're trying to pawn off your cats on her.
Yes. Let's see. Who else we got here? Oh, Kate Full, PHOH. Kate is PFOHL. So Kate gave a very kind contribution to the channel that Kitten is going to take over and buy cat treats with, I guess.
After you butchered her last name, that will be the last contribution you ever
Yeah,
did.
I know. I'm so sorry, Kate. And then let's see. Oh, I want to give a special shout out.
A special shout out.
Yes, a special shout out to Rebecca, also known as Sunflower Down Under. She was going to, when we were doing our live stream last week, she had written in the comments that she woke up in time for it, but she wasn't feeling well. And I haven't seen her in the comments all week. So, Rebecca, I hope you're feeling okay. I know you said you weren't feeling good last weekend. Missed you in the comments. I always look forward to seeing her comments because when I see her comment, Aurelia's and Alf's, I know I'm near the end. I know I've pretty much gotten to the end of the comments and I can relax now.
And what he means by that is that they're usually one of the first few people to comment on a video. And when we're working through the comments, we're going from the newest ones back to the oldest ones.
Yes. So
because there's no way to sort it from the oldest to the newest. For whatever reason, YouTube doesn't give you that option.
No, yeah. It's so basically I know when I see people like Rebecca and Alf and Aurelia, I know that I'm almost to the end.
All right, do you have a secret kitten to give to everybody else?
Yes, there should be a secret kitten card.
Give the 9 of orange of cats.
I'm just going to do the top card here, the King of Wands. Take bold actions like Kitten, and you lie down on the table and demand to be fed. I think she's hungry.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. And again, thank you, everyone. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Bye.